Well, what's up?
How's your arm feeling?
I wasn't on my best game today. Now, I threw a lot of balls to the defense. I was nice to them, but it's more than just the arm. I got to get back in. I got to get back to going. Obviously, you noticed. What's up?
What are you looking to get out of this game in particular?
It's the first chance for us to go live now. And we understand, and we go through camp and in practice here. We get great tempo and speed and all that, but it's not the same thing when you finally crank it up and go. And we got to make that next step and introduce our guys, to full speed football, and the young guys to getting on the NFL field and realizing that it's just football. And there's a lot of stuff that we have to accomplish. We have nothing to do with how we play and all that. It's just kind of getting through the process and all. Traveling is really important, and teach them how to travel. This East Coast, West Coast, East Coast trip has been something that we've really taken a lot of consideration in how we do it, and we've been successful at it. And I think that there's a lot to understanding the rhythms and all that, so we're going to practice it. That's why we're leaving early, and we want to be right from when the time comes.
What have you told Gino and Drew about what to expect on Saturday as far as either playing times or when they'll play in the game?
Are you asking me if I've told them?
No, what have you told them about Saturday?
They know what's going on, you guys will see. But we got a plan. We'll roll with the game a little bit, to make sure that the opportunities, we can maximize them. But those guys will play quite a bit.
You mentioned, first chance to go live for those guys. First time they're live to contact. Is that something you can evaluate that you just can't see out here?
Yeah. We'll see what happens. See if it makes some change. We know where we are now and how we're doing it with the tempos that we've been in and the way we demand our guys to chase the football and give effort and all that. But now they get to finish it, and we've had plenty of hitting going. It's not like we hadn't hit each other. We've done a lot of that. But it's the next step. So we'll learn a lot.
With the quarterback situation, would you play the ones longer so that you get equitable time, longer than you normally would?
You're gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, but it was worth asking.
Ask him how he's doing.
Yeah, please.
There's a lot of veterans on the defense, but what do you want those guys to be working on the front seven with either fits or just kind of how they're coming together?
Really, to get started, I want to see the communication sharp, so the guys know, what we've done on the field. It goes to the game. Now, that's do we make the transition is really what we're looking for, and so that's calls, adjustments, the alerts, all that kind of stuff. I'd like to see if we can get, if we've made good progress and we can carry it to the game. That's what we'll evaluate in that regard.
Do you know any more about Artie?
Sure. Yeah.
What more do you know?
It's going to be a couple of days. He's not ready to go yet.
What happened to Marquise Goodwin?
Felt his hamstring a little bit, a little something, and so we're just taking real good care of them. This time of year when the guys are running so much, they get loaded up, and so we're pretty sensitive to taking care of them as soon as we can.
Sidney Jones progressing?
Yeah, he is. He's making progress. He won't play in this game, but he got to run around a little bit today and handle it yesterday and all that, so he's making progress to get back. It'll be, I don't know about Thursday. We'll see.
Jordan Brooks looks like
He's doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's really close. Huh? You'll see. Yeah, he has not practiced yet.
Freddie Swain, something happened to him?
His back tightened up in the weight room yesterday, and he made it through. And he's going to go on the trip and all that, but he's got a little bit of tightness.
Shane Waters has talked a lot, Pete, about the process of the quarterbacks and wanting to see that perfecting, even maybe before the results. But now that the games are starting, are results paramount? I mean, getting the ball in the end zone, not turning the ball over, is that the bottom line?
There's a lot of things that can happen when we go out there. We just got to wait and see, and we'll put it together. We'd love to see the guys execute, and they've done really well in the practice field. We'd love to see it carry over, just like I'm talking about. But then, in the quarterback position, there's opportunities, and if there's opportunities are there, how do they seize them? Do they come through and make the play and, make the big throw in the red zone, or maybe it's in third down or whatever it is, or, hit somebody that's open deep. We'll just have to wait and see, and then we just add them up.
Does that make this? I was going to say, does that make this a little bit of a different preseason, how you approach it, because you do have a quarterback competition? I mean, obviously I haven't had that.
Well, it's like we've done it in the past. We've done it before like this, and we just have to gather and gain more information. So they're going to get more of an opportunity to play.
Tariq and Kobe have obviously shown a lot in practice. Is it exciting for you to just see how they handle
Yes,
it?
yeah. As much as any position on the team, I'm excited to see those two guys go. They're going to get a lot of play time. They've done a lot of cool stuff, and you know, Kobe's really been a gamer. You know, he's proven that over the years. This is a big step for Tariq, but if he just does like he's been practicing, he's going to do fine.
Where have you seen Tariq grow the most since you guys got him back on?
Well, what's happened here is he's taken to the approach that we coach him, you know, the technique stuff, and he's just cleaned his game up. So his consistency has been outstanding. And in college, he's a little bit all over the place. You know, at times you could see him press and see him do the things he did in the line of scrimmage, but then there was a lot of other stuff that showed up too. But now he's just taken to the coaching, and Carl's got him going, and he seems to feel comfortable going against Tyler and going against DK, and so that's a big step. You know, it's a great challenge every day when these guys go against our guys. He's taking it in stride so far. We'll see. You know, see how he goes.
Has he surprised you at all how quickly that's been? I think everyone assumed, you know.
I'm thrilled about this. Yeah, I didn't know. You know, it was take a shot on a guy that has the tools and all that, and hadn't, you know, really shown it. It's really similar to Richard. You know, if you guys remember, Richard had played receiver for a couple of years, and they threw him out of that room and threw him into the DB room. And his last 2 years, you know, he moved to defense, and there wasn't much at all on his junior film, but his senior film, you know, there was some real sparks in there, you know, that you could see, and there was glimpses of maybe, you know, and it's similar. You know, it's kind of the same transition that Tariq's taken, and kind of the same amount of development for this moment, you know, and I remember back, I don't know if you guys remember, I remember Sherm's camp, you know, and how he did, and how that went, and then I don't know, about 4 or 5 games into it, he was playing, he was going, you know, and there's a lot of surprises in there, but a lot of great accomplishment, you know, on his part. I was the one that was surprised.
How closely are you working with Tariq?
I'm gauging how I do it. You know, I worked a lot with him early in the off season, and now I'm just watching him and just keep in touch on the stuff, and he's been consistent now. He's doing well.
Kenneth Walker, excited to see him, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you asked about surprises. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's so well-rounded runner. He's blocking. I think I mentioned it the other day, but his pass protection stuff, he just turned the page. I mean, he was not very good in college as a pass protector, and we didn't know, you know. But Chad's done a great job with him, and Amanda, they've worked really hard with him to get him. So it's important, but for this kid, everything's important. He wants to be great, and he's not going to let any stone be unturned. And so I'm really excited to see how he goes. He's going to get some good play time in this game and get him comfortable with the speed of the game and all that. And I expect him to do well.
What's changed with his pass protection?
He can block guys. He can block anybody in college.
What was it more the physicality or the understanding?
No, he was not. He just wasn't ready for the few times that he had, and he took it very seriously. Chad challenged him right from the beginning. I mean, way back to the day we took him. I'm sure he was already talking about it, and he's just not going to let a weakness be there if he can do something about it. You know, it's pass protection it's something guys have to realize what it takes to do it. They totally have the ability, and it's not like a guy can't pass protect. Everybody can, because it's just about effort and technique and all that. And some guys may fight it, but he didn't fight it. He championed the cause, and so he can play all 3 downs, and we feel comfortable with him.
Was it a matter if he wasn't asked to do it, or he just didn't do it right previously?
I don't ask him. He won't like this line of questioning, though, I promise you.
With 2 quarterbacks, what surprised you or been unexpected that you've seen from either one of them?
Well, we knew Gino. We knew his stuff, and we've seen a lot of him over the years, you know. So there's been few surprises there. He's been really consistent and rock solid. I'm surprised at some stuff that Drew does. You know, his movement, his natural ability, his ability to move with his, you know, and throw the ball with his feet in awkward positions at times to get the ball out. His quickness of release. I saw that stuff, but I until I saw it in person, I didn't know. He's really talented. He's got a lot of skills, man, and the game is easy for him in that sense. Physically, he can make all the throws. He can do the movements. He can run with the football. We've seen him run a lot out here and take off and go, and so it's just been kind of the whole package. It's been a surprise to see that he's this well equipped. Now it's just down to the competition of it now.
Special teams wise, you helping to get a look at a few different guys.
Yes, yeah. Mostly the young guys, our guys. We have a really nice veteran core, of guys, with the kickers and the snappers and and the punter. Those guys are all rock solid. So that's not in question right now. It's giving the opportunity to the young guys to see who can help us. Some of our core guys, Ballure and Cody, those guys that have been through it, DJ, they've played a lot of special teams for us. They won't get a lot of work because we know where they are. We want to see the other guys, make their bid, see if somebody can make that punt team, and somebody can make that kickoff coverage team. It's pretty exciting.
It's obvious, also a big step, the 2 rookie tackles and kind of seeing them in game action.
Yeah, they're going to play a lot in this game and get a lot of air time, and they've really been battling. I don't know how they'll take to the game, other than I would predict that they're going to do just fine, because of what they've done. We've thrown everything at them that we can to try to accelerate the process. Speed rushers, big rushers, combination stuff, all kinds of stuff, and they're making good progress. But this is a big step for them.
Is Rashad okay?
Yeah, he's feeling a little bit of a groin, little tightness, and so we're just taking care of him.
Marquise Goodwin, is he all right?
Yeah, we talked about him. He's got a little hamstring thing. Ask me about Ryan Neal so we can talk about hamstrings and ankles. How's Ryan Neal doing? Yeah, his ankle's kind of, it's coming. It's coming.
Is Marquise Blair back in safety now?
Yeah, good job. That's a good job noticing. Yeah, we did emphasize him there to get a lot of play time from him where he's really comfortable. He'll play some nickel as well in the game.
What did you see from Kobe that made you confident with him
in the nickel spot? Yeah, it's the most obvious of observations is that he's a playmaker. He has been that. He's shown us that on our practice field. I mean, he's the top DB in the country last year, and because of the plays that he's made. Well, in that position, there's more opportunities sometimes, and so I want to see if he's in there, if it starts to show up there too. So just trying to get a good gauge on what his range of ability is.
Have you played inside before like that?
He's been in there at times on slots and stuff like that, but he hasn't been a true nickel, I don't think.
One more injury thing, LJ. Collier.
Yeah, he sprained his elbow, and I think we said, if he was a pitcher, he'd be thinking about the Tommy John stuff, So he's not a pitcher, and he doesn't throw the ball very well either. So we're not concerned about that, but it's going to be a little bit, probably another week. But it shouldn't be a long thing. He's not getting operated on or anything like that.
You don't expect Rashad to play?
I don't. Why would I not expect that?
Is Rashad going to play?
I would expect it, that. I would think that I would expect that. Anything else?